What's going on YouTube? JT Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic reviews. And in this video, we're talking about Green Arrow, issue number 15. This one is written by Joshua Williamson, and the art is, well, we'll get to that in a second because I have trouble pronouncing the first and last name. So this one is an absolute power tie-in, and where we last left off, the Arrow family, Hawke was assuming the role of Green Arrow because Green Arrow, like Oliver Queen, was now working for Amanda Waller, but we all know deep down he's really just doing something so he can he's going to have to kind of betray everyone in order to kind of get the upper hand to stop Waller, because they're all at a really severe disadvantage with the heroes depowered. Waller has absolute control of all these other things, and different aspects where, you know, she's kind of thought of a little bit like everything almost to try and get the better of the different heroes. So Oliver Queen's playing this one close to the chest. He has to look bad right now to ultimately find a means to stop her in the end, and that's what he's going to do. And I mean, he kind of goes back on that probably a little bit sooner than I'm sure he wanted to, but like when his family's at risk and he knows there's no way out, like he has to kind of drop the act. So that's kind of the stuff we get in this issue. But yeah, so the early part of the issue is him digging something up. It was a means to, like, if, you know, the Justice League was, you know, in a compromised position, and should this thing arise, like he was handed something from Martian Manhunter. I think this is all the way back in like Justice League No Justice or something like that. I can't remember where this is from, but I do specifically remember reading in a comic Martian Manhunter handing him something a really long time ago. I don't know how the continuity works with DC anymore, because like some things they say are canon, but then like some things don't line up. But I do remember him getting this box a long time ago. I don't know if they ever explained exactly what was in it. I can't quite recall, but like it was basically if something like happened, this is the key to destroying the Justice League should the need arise. So he was given something like kind of off the books, like, okay, like if we're in a compromised position and they need to be stopped, we're leaving this up to you, Oliver Queen. So he gets what he's looking for. He has to be picked up by Task Force Command, and it turns out that the transport carrier was on a mission, which he apparently was kind of in charge of leading, so it was bright and whatnot. So he's like, wait a minute, what the hell is going on? So then he goes to kind of investigate, and then we saw the Arrow fam falling from the sky, and they of course all have parachute arrows, which is kind of funny, except for Red Canary, because, well, you know, to come to think of it, like, what has she really done? Like, I mean, we introduced this character, it was like all this hype around her, and hasn't really done much. Do we really need her? Until they do something really interesting with her, I'm just gonna be kind of iffy on her as a character. And plus, like, they have her, like, I guess she's in college and that too, but like she just was a fangirl and whatnot. They haven't done much with Red Canary, and maybe they'll do something later on, but as of right now, there's still a lot of work you can do with the character. And then, of course, we have Tomorrow Woman, who was kind of getting ready to fight the characters, but, you know, Hawke appeals to, like, you know, Tomorrow Woman's, like, humanity, I guess, and is able to kind of break free of the situation, kind of. I think that's kind of what happens, or she gets hit or whatnot, so it's kind of hard to tell. But anyways, Ivo was taken off on this like transport carrier. Of course, Roy is asking where Jade and Lian are at, and of course they are on the transport carrier, and they do find Ivo, and they're going to try and get out of the situation. But of course, things kind of go crazy, and the Amazo Bright or whatnot is going to try and take them all to Gamora Island. And there's this big, huge action bit that happens. Roy's most important people in his life, Cheshire and Lian, are in a compromised position, and he's like, let them go, and he's like, I'm going to kill them both in front of you, you son of a bitch. And then, of course, at the very end, Oliver Queen returns, get the hell away from my granddaughter, leaving the issue on a bit of a cliffhanger. And it was pretty obvious from the get-go that Oliver Queen was going to come back. There's no way he's going to betray his family long-term. He's playing things close to the chest so he can finally get the upper hand on Amanda Waller. So, like, I mean, is he really going to change like that and betray his entire family just for the sake of this cause? Nah. Ollie plays it close to the chest so he can ultimately get the upper hand on Waller or something like that. But things were kind of in a compromised position, and he basically had to kind of blow his little double agent act, like blow the doors off it, or the roof off it, or however the saying goes, kind of early. So excited to see that. Excited to see kind of the ending of this arc. I think Williamson has this next issue, and I think the annual, and that'll be his ending time on Green Arrow. Out of the three main series he's been working on as of late, between this, Batman and Robin, and Superman, I think Superman's been the strongest one without question. Batman and Robin, obviously number 2, and Green Arrow has definitely been the weakest of the bunch. There's been some good stuff in here. I think it's good to kind of get the Arrow fam kind of back working together, because it's been so long since we had an ongoing Green Arrow book, and I really did miss seeing the Arrow family together doing stuff. And it's just kind of crazy we went all this time without another Green Arrow book, but, you know, DC is kind of like ended a lot of different books. Things haven't been selling quite as well. I think back to how great like Green Arrow Rebirth was under the Ben Percy direction, and that was such a entertaining storyline, and just the usage of the family and everything right there I thought was all handled quite well. Obviously there's a lot more characters in there nowadays. I mean, we have Red Canary, who's just kind of there, like, you know, Speedy and like Arrowette and all that. Like there's a lot of characters kind of utilized, so at least they're all kind of here, which it's good to see because we don't get to see them all that often, and at least there's a lot of action. The artwork this time around, let's see if I got the credits right, was done by Amanke and I don't know how to pronounce that, and I apologize in advance, but the artwork looks really good. I think the characters all look pretty good in this style. There's definitely a lot of action right here, and some great visual moments sprinkled in throughout the issue, and we get some cool action bits on top of this carrier, and there's just a lot of stuff, and he's playing around with, like, you know, everyone's like falling from the sky, like, you know, you have the characters in a bit of a compromised position, with Oliver Queen having to kind of change tactics sooner than he wanted to. So there's definitely a lot of good aspects to this comic book for sure. Is it like the best Green Arrow storyline I've read? No, it's a tie into another event, but I am glad we're kind of like getting to the end of that event, and then hopefully we take like a nice big break from big events at DC for a while. So, and also I want Oliver Queen to be the one to stop like Amanda Waller. If like one character has to, I feel like he's probably the one that really should just punch her right in the face. I mean, somebody needs to just knock her ass out, or even just like somebody can just go in there and kill her character off, because I think that would be really, I will legitimately like stand up and cheer if we get somebody just socking her like in her like face, just knock her clean out, or, you know, maybe he shoots her with an arrow and she's gone from the comics for many years, something like that, to kind of like just make it better. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. It's just my wishful thinking right now, because I'm so sick of Amanda Waller and all her crap right now. Like Amanda Waller is a great character, but like I still kind of hate her at times in the way you're kind of supposed to. But like it is a good character. But like I've seen so much of her as of late, and I'm just so kind of tired of the character just taking over like everything, and I just want to see her just kind of like get her comeuppance for once. And I hope it's Oliver Queen who does it. Like if I had to pick one character, I'd probably choose Oliver Queen to be the one, because after all that Waller's done to him, I feel like he kind of has like, I don't know, maybe John Kent right now because of the mind control thing, but I feel like Oliver Queen is the one who really should be the one to just take down Amanda Waller. If you had to pick one character to do it, I want it to be Oliver Queen. I feel like there's a good chance that he is the one to do it. So after what she's done and screwed so many people over, like I want to see him just like knock her out or something, just punch her right in the face. Like I'd be like, I'll get that panel like plastered on my wall or something like that. I think that'd be a pretty cool moment or something like that. I don't know if I'll literally do that, but I would be excited to see that happen. So, but anyways, I've rambled on long enough. What did you think of Green Arrow number 15? Post your comments down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel for more content, hit that bell for notifications, all their fun stuff. I got one more DC comic review for this week. I'll be back tomorrow. It's the latest issue of Detective Comics, which is the cumulative chapter of Ram V's really long Detective Comics run. So we'll get to the end of that soon enough, and I'm excited to see the end of that one. So, but anyways, that's all I have to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.